أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu and welcome to today's class. I hope you are all doing well, inshallah. Well done, first of all, to everybody for being on time. Just a few class rules before we start. Please make sure that you are logged in with your correct IDs. If you are logged in with your incorrect ID, you will find yourself in the waiting room sometime during the class and you will be asked to log in again with the correct ID that you were issued with. As always, make sure that your videos are off and that you are sitting in a nice quiet place. Kindly do not raise your hands unless you are asked to do so by myself or the discipline in charge. And once you are called to the mic, please respond quickly so that we do not waste time. Jazakumullah. Okay, so as you can see in front of you, in the contents page, in today's class, we will be revising the rule of Waqf on vertical Fathah and also the rule of Waqf on Sukoon. And we will be taking these rules and applying them to the surah of the day, which is Surah Al-Alaq. This is Surah chapter 96, verse 1 to 20. And these rules that we will be covering can be found in lesson number 21, lines 10 and 22. And you can find this material on the Tashilul-Qur'an book, second edition, or on the NQC website. So this is a contents page for your information. So let's start our class today with a prayer. So if we could please have a student on the mic, please.
I'm now going to put on A7400.
Jazakumullah. A7400. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm well. Okay, so we will be starting from Tawud. So please follow after me. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
اللهم إني
اللهم إني
أسألك علما
علما
نافعا. Excellent. Well done. Really nicely read. Can you read the translation for us now, please?
Okay. Oh Allah, I ask you for beneficial knowledge.
Well
Ibn
done.
Majah.
Hadith number 925. Excellent. Well done. That was really nicely read. Jazakumullah for your help. So as has been our format for the last couple of weeks, we will, for the first half of the class, be going through and covering the surahs that you covered and practiced in last week's classes. Okay, so those surahs that you completed in last week's classes were Surah Al-Zilzal, Surah Al-Adiyat, and Surah Al-Bayyinah. Okay, so these are the three surahs that I have open with me today. So let's see how many we can get through. Whilst you're reciting these surah, I'd like you to keep in mind all the rules that you've learned till date and apply them wherever you can. Okay, and as we go along, I will remind you of those rules and help you wherever needed. Okay, so like I said, the first surah that I have in front of me is Surah Az-Zilzal. Now, in this surah, you were asked, as with any other surah as well, but in particular with this as well, to look out for the thick and heavy sounding letters, okay? And to look out for them and then pronounce them correctly. Now, just to remind you all, the thick and heavy sounding letters are Kha, Sad, Dad, Ta, Za, Ghain, and Qaf. Okay, so these are all letters that we have gone through again and again, so you should all really have them in mind. And whilst you're reading through this surah and all the surahs that we will be covering today, I'd like you to look out for these 7 letters that are thick and heavy sounding letters, which you should produce a thick and heavy sound for. Okay, so let's have a student on the mic, please.
Yes, I'm now going to put on A7398.
Jazakumullah. A7398. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Okay, if you just give me one moment. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Okay. Okay, so we will be starting with Dawood. So can you please read from here?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Okay, over here, just make sure that you're saying these both separately. He minash shaitanir rajim.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Excellent, well done, much better. Let's carry on.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Okay, well done. So over here, I've highlighted these two ra's because they are thick and heavy sounding ra's. Okay, so when we read them, we have to produce a thick and heavy sound. Okay, so let's start reading, and after every verse, if you could just pause so that I could let you know if there was anything in that verse that needs to be corrected. Okay, so let's start from here.
إذا زلزلت الأرض زلزالها.
Excellent. Well done. That was really nicely read. So over here, this dal, the letter dal with the dhamma on it is highlighted because this is a thick and heavy sounding letter. So you pronounced that very well. You said du. Okay, excellent. Well done. Let's carry on.
وأخرجت الأرض أثقالها.
Well done. Excellent. Perfect. So in this verse, there were three thick and heavy sounding letters. Kha, dal, and qaf. These are all thick and heavy sounding letters, and you pronounce them very well, mashallah. Let's carry on.
وقال الإنسان ما لها.
Excellent. Well done. So this qaf again, thick and heavy sound. And over here, you did the partial nasal sound for 2 seconds whilst joining the alif to the noon, which was very well done. Insanu. Okay, perfect. Well done. Let's carry on, please.
يومئذ تحدث أخبارها.
Excellent. Well done. Carry on, please.
بأن ربك أوحى لها.
Excellent. Well done. Now over here, this ra is highlighted because it has a fathah on it. So that means that this will be a thick and heavy sounding ra. Rabba. Okay, well done. And just a slight pronunciation difference. This is ha and this is ha. Okay, so this is a plain ha, and this is the one that you have to try a bit more for, and you have to say it with a bit of from the middle of your throat. Ha.
أوحى لها.
Yes. So why I'm pointing this out is just so that you know that there is a slight difference between the pronunciation of this and this. Okay, so just be careful of that. Excellent. Well done. Jazakumullah for your help. You read really, really nicely. Can we have another student on the mic, please?
جزاك الله.
Yes, I'm now going to put on A7393.
A7393. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you to carry on and finish this surah for us. So if you could start reading from Dawood as well.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Excellent. So let's start reading from here now.
يومئذ يصدر الناس أشتاتا ليروا أعمالهم.
Okay, well done. Excellent. Now over here, you just did not elongate the na sound out for 2 seconds because this is an alif madda. So we need to elongate the sound. Runnasu.
Runnasu.
Okay, excellent. And over here, just try and join these two letters together, because over here you can see this little lam. It means that you should not take a pause and carry on, okay? So just try joining the ta to the lam straight away.
ليرى أعمالهم.
Okay, now over here, when you joined it together, you produced a slight hint of a nasal sound in between. Because this is a lam mushaddad, okay, when lam mushaddad or ra mushaddad appear after a tanween, then no nasal sound will be produced. So this will be pronounced as talli.
Talli.
Yes, okay, so no nasal sound in between, okay? And this one is rao.
Raw.
Yes, well done. So can you please read this verse again for us?
يومئذ يصدر الناس أشتاتا ليروا أعمالهم.
Okay, well done. Much better, but you're still making that slight nasal sound in between these two letters, okay? So just try not to make that, okay? And of course over here, this is again alif madda, so ta, like that, okay? Well done. Let's carry on.
فمن يعمل مثقال ذرة خيرا يره.
Okay, how would you pronounce this?
Tin.
Yes, tin. Okay, well done. So one more time this verse, please.
فمن يعمل مثقال ذرة خيرا يره.
Well done. Excellent. And the last verse as well now.
ومن يعمل مثقال ذرة شرا يره.
Okay, perfect. Well done. But just try this bit again. So joining these three letters together. Try that again.
يره.
Sorry, one more time. I didn't hear you.
شرا يره.
Okay, just follow after me. Sharayara.
شرا يره.
Yes. So when I'm joining the sheen to the ra, because it's a ra mushaddad, I have to join the sheen to the ra with force. Sharayara.
شرا يره.
Excellent. Well done. Perfect. You read that really, really nicely. Just be mindful of all the rules that you've learned previously and make sure you revise them. Okay? Excellent. Well done. Jazakumullah for your help. So that was Surah Az-Zilzal that we just covered. The next surah that I have in front of me is Surah Al-Adiyat. So let's go through this now. Now in this surah, you were asked to apply the rule of waqf on tanween. Okay, so the rule is that if you pause on a letter that carries a fathah 10, so a fathah 10 is the double stroke of fathah, then the fathah 10 will change into an alif madda or a vertical fathah. Okay, or in other words, a 2-second elongation will apply. So you have that example found quite often in this surah. So for example, in the end of this verse, you can see that the last letter, ha, it has a fathah 10 on it. So when I pause over here, rather than applying the rule of fathah 10, I will now apply the rule of alif madda or vertical fathah, okay? So I would now say this as dabha. Okay, so I'm elongating that sound out for 2 seconds. Okay, and that rule applies every time we want to pause on a letter with a fathah 10 on top of it. Okay, so let's try and apply that rule when we are reciting. So if we could have another student on the mic.
I'm now putting on N8408.
N8408, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Okay, could you please start reciting from Dawood?
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Okay, well done. Just when you join the noon to the sheen, do so with force because the sheen has a shadda on it. Okay, Nashaytanir rajim.
من الشيطان الرجيم
Well done. Excellent. Let's carry on, please.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
Yes, well done. Carry on.
والعاديات ضبحا
Okay. Now this is a thick and heavy sounding letter. So when you say this is dab.
ضبحا
Okay. So over here, the ha is completely separate to these two. Okay. So you would recite this as dabha.
ضبحا
Excellent. Well done. Okay. So this is completely separate. So let's start from the beginning again.
والعاديات ضبحا
Perfect. Let's carry on.
فالموريات قدحا
Excellent. Now qaf again is a thick and heavy sounding letter. So qadha.
قدحا
Excellent. Well done. Let's carry on, please.
فالمغيرات صبحا
Excellent. Well done.
فأثرن به نقعا
Okay, now over here, just a few things to look out for. Remember your timing, okay? So when you read this as fa. Okay, now the fa only has a fatha. So we only say it for 1 second. Fa and then okay? Fa'a. Tharna, now na, you also elongate for more than 1 second. So just make sure anything with the simple fatha should only be pronounced for 1 second. Okay? And same thing for this na over here. Okay? So please try again.
فأس فأثرن به نقعا
Excellent. Well done. Really, really good. Okay? So just remember your timing. Anything with a simple fatha on it should only be pronounced for 1 second. Let's carry on.
فوسطنا به جمعا
Okay, well done. Excellent. Now over here again, you just elongated the na out for a bit too long, okay? Just a simple na. Just 1 second rule applies here, okay? Let's carry on.
إن الإنسان لربه لكنود
Excellent. Well done. Now remember to do a 2-second partial nasal sound when you join the alif to the noon, okay? Insana.
إنسان
Yes, excellent. Well done. Okay, so this is the rule of ikhfa, so we need to be mindful of that. Let's carry on.
وإنه على ذلك شهيد
Okay, well done. Now over here I highlighted this because again you elongated the ka out for too long. Just a simple ka, okay? Only simple fatha, so we need to be careful of that. Okay, well done, excellent, really nicely read, but just be careful and mindful of the timing, okay? So if anything has a simple fatha, kasra or dhamma on it, it should only be pronounced for 1 second and 1 second only, okay?
Okay.
All right, perfect. Jazakumullah for your help. Let's have another student on the mic, please.
Yes, I'm now putting on N8403.
N8403, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Okay, I'm going to ask you to please start reading from Dawood.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم
Okay, just over here, be careful over here. Remember not to merge the sounds together, okay? So this is separate. A'udhu, not auzu. Okay, that would be wrong. So we have to say a'udhu.
أعوذ
Yes, well done. Excellent. Let's carry on, and I'd like you to start reciting from here, please.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Please read Bismillah.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
Excellent. Start from here, please.
وإنها على ذلك لشهيد.
Okay, now over here, remember that you're joining the alif to the noon, so it's going to be inna.
إن
Yes, and then over here, what does the lam have on top of it?
is it a vertical fatha?
Yes, and a vertical fatah should be pronounced for how long?
2 seconds.
2 seconds. Excellent. So how would you pronounce this now?
Ala.
Okay, now the ayn only has a fatha. So 1 second for the ayn and then 2 seconds for the lam. Ala.
Ala.
Okay, and this ka, again, it only has a simple fatha. So only 1 second rule applies there. So, dhalika.
ذلك.
Okay, and so try this verse again now, please.
وإنها على ذلك لشهيد.
Perfect. Well done. Much better. But over here, the ha has an inverted dhamma. So you said ha for this. It's supposed to be hu.
هو
Wa innahu.
فإنه
Well done. Let's carry on now.
وإنه لحب الخير لا شديد.
Yes, excellent. Okay, so before you elongated the la out for 2 seconds rather than 1 second, but then you corrected that. Okay, excellent. So lam simple fatha, so 1 second rule applies there. Perfect, excellent. Let's carry on now.
أفلا يعلم إذا بصير ما في القبر.
Say this again, please.
قبر.
Okay, now this would be qubur.
قبور.
Yes, so this kasra underneath the ra turns into a sukoon, so that means you're joining the ba to the vaw, then the vaw to the ra. Boor, like that. Okay, now over here, I want you to be really careful with your timing, okay? Because timing is a very basic thing that we need to be very good at, okay? Because this meme has a simple dhamma, so we only have to say it for 1 second. Mu, like that, okay? Now over here, you're joining the ba to the ayn, so bo, like that. Okay, so just be careful of that. So please recite this verse again.
أفلا يعلم إذا بصير ما في القبر.
Try this again, like I taught you.
قبور.
Yes, excellent. Well done. Qubur. Well done. Now again, you elongated the mu out for a bit too long. Just a simple dhamma, so mu. Okay, so just small mistakes, but you have to be really careful with them. Okay, so let's carry on, please.
وحصل ما
Okay, try this again, please.
وحصل ما الصدور.
Okay, now this is a fa, so fi sudur.
الصدور.
Yes, lam has a simple fatha, so la, not la. Okay, that would be wrong. Simple lam with a fatha, la. So follow after me. وحصل
وحصل
ما في الصدور.
ما في الصدور.
Well done. Let's carry on. Just be careful of your timing, okay, whilst you're reading.
إن ربهم بهم يومئذ خبير.
Yes, well done. Now over here, just one small thing. Zilla.
ذلة.
Yes, and khabir.
خبير.
Excellent. Well done. That was really nicely read, okay? But like I said, just be really careful of your timing. What I mean by that is look at what stroke the letter has and then apply the correct timing to it, okay? So fatha, kasra, dhamma only should be stretched for 1 second and not longer. And then anything with a vertical fatha, vertical kasra, inverted dhamma, or the madda letters, they should be pronounced for 2 seconds. Okay, so just be really careful with that and keep practicing. Okay.
Okay.
All right, perfect. Jazakumullah. Now the next surah, we won't be able to get through all of it, but let's see how many verses we can get through. Is Surah Al-Bayyinah. So let's have a student on the mic, please.
I'm now putting on N8402.
N8402. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Okay, I'm going to ask you to recite a few verses of Surah Al-Bayyinah. So please start from Tawud.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
Excellent.
لم يكن الذين كفروا من أهل الكتاب والمشركين منفكين حتى تأتيهم البينات.
Okay, well done. Excellent. Mashallah. You read really, really nicely. Just a few things to look out for. At the end, over here, this is hatta ta'tiyahumul bayyinah. Okay, so
Yeah.
this ta marbuta, you learnt this in the class when you were going through Surah Al-Bayyinah. So you learnt the rule of waqf on ta marbuta. Okay, so ta marbuta is this over here. So when you're stopping or pausing on ta marbuta, then what happens is that this turns into a ha sakin. Okay, so over here you would produce the sound of a ha sakin. So you would say nah.
Nah,
Yes. So just start reading from here again.
تأتيهم البينات.
Yes, well done. Bayyinah. Excellent. Well done. Let's carry on, please.
رسول من الله يتلو صحفا مطهرة.
Yes, excellent. So the same rule applies over here. This ta marbuta now changes into a ha sakin because we're pausing after this. Let's carry on.
فيها كتب قيمة.
Okay. What's this letter? Yes. So try again now.
قيمة.
Yes, excellent. So before you said this as fa, so that's why I just corrected you there. Okay, well done. Excellent. Let's carry on. One more surah. Verse.
وما تفرق الذين أوتوا الكتاب إلا من بعد ما جاءتهم البينة.
Excellent. Well done. Perfect. That was really good. Really nicely read. So over here, you remembered the miniature meme. So instead of saying min, now you're saying mim. Okay. And when you join that, then the next letter is ba. So remember to hold the nasal sound in your nose. Mim ba'di.
من بعد.
Well done. Excellent. And of course, at the end, you produce the sound of the ha sakin because when you're pausing after ta marbuta, that would become a ha sakin. Okay? Excellent. Well done. That was really nicely read. Jazakumullah for your help.
Jazakallah.
So we're not able to go through the whole of Surah Al-Bayyinah, but like I said, you did go through the whole of this surah last week. So if you'd like to revise this again, then you can do so by revisiting the recordings of these classes that are available on the NQC website. So let's now move on to our surah of the day, which is Surah Al-Alaq. Okay, so as you can see over here, this is Surah Al-Alaq, and you completed this in yesterday's class as well. And in yesterday's class, you also learnt the rule of Waqf on Fathah. So let's remind ourselves of that rule. So the rule was, the rule of Waqf on vertical Fathah. So the rule is that if you are pausing after a vertical Fathah, then there will be no change. So you will still be prolonging your sound for 2 seconds or 2 counts. So as you can see over here, if we're pausing after this word over here, we look at the last letter with the stroke on it, which is Ain, and it has a vertical fatha on it. So what we do is there is no change, and you would read this as it is. So I would still pronounce this as Yas'a. Okay, I'm still prolonging my sound for 2 seconds or 2 counts. Okay, so this was the rule that you learnt yesterday's class, and we applied it to Surah Al-Alaq. Now in today's class, another rule that comes up in the surah that I'd like to go over is the rule of Waqf on Sukoon. Okay, so over here you can see that the last letter with a stroke on it is Waw, and it has the stroke of Sukoon on it. Now, what do we do if you want to pause after this? There is no change that will take place if the last letter of a word is Sakin, or if the last letter has a Sukoon on it. So that means that even if I want to pause after this word, I would still say kafaru. Okay, there will be no change in my pronunciation or in my elongating of the sound. Okay, so this is something that I'd like you to remember as well whilst we are reciting Surah Al-Alaq. So like I said, you covered this surah in yesterday's class, and in today's class we will be covering it again, and of course we will have some more students on the mic to recite this surah with us. Okay, so what I'll do is I will recite the first couple of verses, and then we will have a student on the mic to read what I have just read. Okay, so in this surah, I'd like you to, of course, remember the rules that I've just gone through. So the rule of pausing at vertical fatha and the rule of pausing at a sukoon. So I'd like you to keep that in mind, as well as all the previous rules that you've learned so far. Okay, and also another rule that I will be covering is the rule of qalqala. Okay, now this is a rule that you've heard before and you've practiced before, and it is the rule that if certain letters, there are 5 letters, Qaf, Ta, Ba, Jim, and Dal, if these letters have a sukoon on them, then you produce a slight jerk sound when you pronounce them, or you bounce off that qalqala letter. Okay, and I'll be doing that, so I'd like you all to pay attention. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق. خلق الإنسان من علق. اقرأ وربك الأكرم. الذي علم بالقلم. علم الإنسان ما لم يعلم. كلا إن الإنسان ليطغى. Okay, so these are the couple of verses that I've just recited. So what we'll do is we'll have a student on the mic to recite these verses.
I'm now putting on A7387.
A7387, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you to help me read the verses that I've just recited. So if you could please start from Dawood.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
Well done.
اقرأ باسم ربك الذي خلق.
Okay, well done. Excellent. So at the end over here, you applied the rule of qalqala by bouncing off the letter qaf. Okay, and also there's another rule. This over here, again, qaf with the sukoon. So when you join the alif to the qaf, you need to do so with a bounce off the qaf. Okay, iq.
اقرأ
Yes, well done. And then khalaq.
خلق
Well done. Excellent. Let's carry on.
خلق الإنسان من علق. علق.
Yes, alaq. So this kasra then turns into a sukoon. Okay, so just be careful of that as well. Okay, also when you're reciting this, when you join the alif to the noon, do so with a 2-second partial nasal sound. Okay, insana.
إنسان.
Excellent, well done. Let's carry on.
اقرأ ربك الأكرم.
Yes, well done. Excellent. Okay, now over here, let's just pause over here. So, akram, perfect. But just be careful, just like we produce the sound over here, iq, this one would also be iq, like that. Okay, so try this verse again, please.
اقرأ ربك الأكرم.
Okay, now this over here, ra, alif with a sukoon, ra.
را.
Yes, and at the end over here, meme is not a letter of qalqala. So when you join the ra to the meme, do so nice and gently. Ram.
رم.
Okay, so one more time this verse, please.
اقرأ ربك الأكرم.
Perfect. Excellent. Well done. Let's carry on now, please.
الذي علم بالقلم.
Perfect. Well done. Carry on, please.
الله الإنسان ما لم يعلم.
Well done. Now, what letter is this?
ما.
Yes, it's a ma. Okay, I think I heard a ha. That's why I just highlighted that. So if you could please read this verse again.
علم الإنسان ما لو يعلم. لم.
Okay. Yes. So over here, allamal
علم
insana ma lam ya'lam.
الإنسان ما لم يعلم.
Yes, well done. So just like we did before, when you're joining the alif to the noon, 2-second partial nasal sound, okay? So just remember to do that as well. And last verse for you, please.
كلا إن الإنسان ليطغى.
Okay, so well done, excellent. But remember that you would only elongate this for 2 seconds, okay? So this would be ra.
غا.
Yes, and this over here, the mud on top, we need to elongate the sound out for around 3 seconds, okay? Kalla.
كلا.
Excellent, well done. And then again, like I've been telling before as well, insana.
إنسان.
Excellent, well done. That was really nicely read. Jazakumullah for your help. Okay, so what I'll do is I will now recite the next couple of verses, and then of course we will have another student on the mic. So please listen carefully. أَرَّآهُ اسْتَغْنَىٰ إِنَّ إِلَىٰ رَبِّكَ الرُّجْعَىٰ أَرَأَيْتَ الَّذِي يَنْهَىٰ عبدا إذا صلى أرأيت إن كان على الهدى أو أمر بالتقوى أرأيت إن كذب وتولى. Okay, so let's have another student on the mic, please.
I'm now putting on N8397.
N8397. Assalamu alaikum. N8397. You have the mic. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Is that N8397?
Yes.
All right, perfect. I'm going to ask you to read the next verses that I just read. So please start from Tawul.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
Well done. So I want you to start reciting from here, please.
أن أرآه استغنى.
Okay, well done. Excellent. So over here, this noon sakin would not be pronounced, and you would straight away join the alif to the ra, arra, like you did. Okay, well done. Let's carry on, please, now.
إنا إلى ربك الرجعى.
Okay, now over here, just remember that this lam has a vertical fathah on it. Okay, so you said illa. Okay, so just remember alif with the kasra is separate, then lam is separate to the vertical fathah. Okay, inna ila.
إنا إلى.
Okay, and this you said as zuj, but it's actually a ra. Okay, so karruja.
كالرجعى.
Excellent. So let's try this verse again now, please.
إنا إلى ربك كالرجعى.
Yes, well done. Excellent. Okay, so just remember this is a ra. A za would have a dot on top. Okay, because this has no dot, it's a ra. Okay, well done. Let's carry on now, please.
أرأيت الذي ينحى.
Well done. Carry on.
عبدا إذا صلى.
Okay, well done. Over here, just remember 2-second nasal sound because of the tanween. Abadan.
عبدا.
Yes, and over here, ba is one of the qalqala letters. So when you join the ayn to the ba, you have to bounce off the sound of the ba. Abadan.
أبدا.
Well done. Excellent. And carry on.
أرأيت إن كان على الهدى.
Okay, well done. So this would only be stretched for 2 seconds, okay? Well done. Excellent. And carry on, please.
أو أمر بالتقوى.
Okay, well done. Just remember, over here, ra only has a simple fathah. So don't stretch it for more than 1 second. Amara.
أمر.
Okay, so once again, this verse, please.
أو أمر بالتقوى.
Well done. And qaf, like you did really well. Qaf is a qalqala letter, so you bounced off that, which was perfect. And one more verse, please.
أرأيت إن كذب وتولى.
Okay, now over here, I've just highlighted this because you stretched the sound out of the for more than 1 second. So this would simply be kadha.
كذب.
Yes, so try again, please.
أرأيت إن كذب وتولى.
Watawalla. Excellent. Well done. That was really nicely read. Jazakumullah for your help. Just be careful of your timings, okay? Otherwise, you read really nicely. Excellent.
جزاك الله.
Jazakumullah. Okay. So now I will read the rest of this surah. So please listen carefully. ألم يعلم بأن الله يرى كلا لئن لم ينته لنسفعا بالناصية ناصية كاذبة خاطئة فليدع ناديه سندع الزبانية كلا لا تطعه واسجد واقترب. Okay, so as you can see at the end of this surah, there is this sign, okay, and it says sajda. So what this sign means, as you learned in yesterday's class, it means that over here we now have to prostrate. We have to now go into sajda and perform sajda. Okay, so in yesterday's class, your teacher went over how we have to do sajda and why we have to do sajda. So what I'll do now is I would like you all to join me in sajda. So I will say Allahu Akbar and I would like you to join me in sajda. And the prayer for sajda after you have said tasbih is this. Okay, so in front of you, I know you may not have learnt it as of now because you only saw this yesterday, but I would really like all of you to really try and learn this, okay, so that you are able to perform the sajda properly whenever it comes in the Holy Quran. Okay, so what I'll do now is I would like you all to follow me in sajda. Okay, Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Okay, so I hope you all joined me in sajda because like I said, whenever this comes up in the Holy Quran, wherever it says a sajda, then we have to go down in prostration. We have to perform sajda, we have to read tasbih, and then we have to read and recite one of these prayers. Okay, these prayers can be found on page 200 of your Tashilul-Qur'an books, and you went through this thoroughly with your teacher yesterday, so I won't spend too much time on it. So like I said, please do try to memorize the sajda prayer so that when it comes up in the Holy Quran, you are able to perform it. Okay, so because we have performed the sajda once whilst reciting this surah, we do not have to do it again during the class. Okay, so let's have another student on the mic to read the last couple of verses.
I'm now putting on A7413.
Jazakumullah. A7413, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Okay, so could you start from Dawood?
Okay.
Okay, start reading, please.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Okay, just one thing I want to point out that I've heard a couple of students doing. Over here, when you join the noon to the sheen, do so straight away and with force. Nashaytanir rajim.
Okay.
Okay, so start again, and when you join the noon to the sheen, do so with force.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Perfect. That was excellent. Well done. Let's carry on and start from Bismillah now.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Well done. And now we will cover the last few verses that I just read. Start from here, please.
ألم يعلم بأن الله يرى.
Okay, now what happens over here is because it is a vertical fathah, you would leave it as a vertical fathah. Okay, yara.
يرى.
Okay, so one more thing. Annallaha.
أن الله
Excellent. Well done. Let's carry on.
كل كل أي
Okay, how would you join these two together?
كلا
Kalla.
كلا أي no لا
Yes, it is a lam. Excellent. It's a lam. So la. Carry on.
لا إن no لا إن لم ينتهي
Okay, what's this over here? Join this and this together.
يزدهر
Okay, what's the two letters? Ya and then what's this letter?
نون
Yes, so join the ya and the noon.
ين
Well done. Carry on.
ينتهي لا نصف من بي
Okay, over here, you would say, instead of saying an, now you're going to say because of this miniature meme, this small meme on top. Okay, let's carry on.
بالناشية
Bin nasiyah.
بالناشية
Yes, so this, we just learnt this in Surah Al-Bayyinah. We just revised this, that whenever you're pausing on a ta marbuta, then the ta marbuta changes into a ha sakin. Okay, so bin nasiyah.
بالناشية
Perfect. Let's carry on now.
ناشية تنكذب بهن خاطئة
Yes, excellent. So over here, you're applying the same rule. This turns into a ha sakin. Okay, now over here, this is tin. This is not a ha, this is a ta marbuta. So tin. And then over here, you pronounce this as kazi. Over here, these are two separate letters. Kaf is separate and the zal is separate. So kazi.
كازي
And then again, this is a ta marbuta. So batin.
بطن
Okay, so we'll try this verse again now, please.
ناسية كاذبة خاطئة
Perfect. Excellent. Well done. Let's carry on now.
فليدعو ناديه
Yes, excellent. Let's carry on.
سندعو الرباني بنيه
Okay, now over here, this is the letter zal. So, uzza.
عزة
And then over here, this is an alif madda after the ba. So you have to stretch the sound out of ba for 2 seconds. Baniya.
بانية
Yes, excellent. Well done. So one more time, this verse, please.
سندعو الربانية
Yes, well done. Just come a bit closer to your mic. Your voice is all of a sudden faded away. Just come a bit closer to your mic, okay? Let's start from here now.
كلا
Kalla.
كلا كلا تطيع
What's this over here?
لا
Yes, la.
لا تطن no تع تو توسجد فاسجد
Okay, now over here, I think you're just getting a bit confused with the letters. Over here, this is ha. Okay, so di'hu,
دعه
wasjud,
واسجد
and this is waw. Okay, so waq,
وقترب
tarib. Okay, so one more time from here, please.
لا تطعه واسجد واقترب.
Okay, wasjud waqtarib. Excellent. Well done. That was really good. Just remember, maybe go back to the first lesson that we completed, or the first lesson in the book where we're looking at letters. Sometimes you're getting a bit confused with the letters, so just be careful of that. And of course, timing as well is really important. Otherwise, you read really, really well, okay? MashaAllah, well done. Excellent. Jazakumullah for your participation. Now, that's all we have time for today. So, alhamdulillah, we have finished this surah. And I hope you will all revise it, because for your homework is to revise Surah Al-Alaq, chapter 96, and also focus on the rules of waqf on vertical fathah and waqf on sukoon. Okay, so these both rules can be found page 21, line 10, and line 22, page 85 in your books. Okay, so Surah Al-Alaq is your homework, so please make sure that you do practice this. And as always, like I've been reminding you throughout the class, timing is extremely important, and so is pronunciation. So just be really mindful of that, and always keep that in mind whilst you're reciting. Okay, so I hope you've all written down your homework, which is to revise Surah Al-Alaq. Now let's end the today's class with a prayer. So if you could please have a student on the mic.
Yes, I'm now going to put on A7403, and I believe they also have a question for you.
Okay, A7403, Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Do you have a question?
Yes.
Yeah, go on.
Remember when you said that you have a fair turn mic board? Can
Yes,
you show us it?
you want me to show you how we allocate the mics?
Yes.
Okay, that won't be possible because obviously it has sensitive data on it, so details of other students. So, but do rest assured that we do try our best and we work very hard to make sure that mic allocation is fair, and that all students do get a chance to recite during the week. So that's not something that I'll be able to show you, but I can only assure you that we do try our best. Okay, and if you have any other questions, you can always email us on the email address that we always give out at the beginning of the lesson. Okay, so if your parents or anyone have any questions, please do feel free to contact us on that email address. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to please ask you to read this prayer with me. So repeat after me, please. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
اللهم ارحمني
اللهم ارحمني
بالقرآن العظيم.
بالقرآن العظيم.
Excellent, well done. And can you read the translation for me now, please?
Oh Allah, have mercy on me through the great Quran.
Excellent, well done. That was really nicely read. Jazakumullah to everybody for joining us in today's class. Please make sure that you do your homework, and inshallah we will see you all again same time tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.